take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. Here's Richie James on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
James on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
For the first time with Raheem Mostert. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On second down, Mostert. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
At the 29-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners first down.
Gain of 13 yards.
So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 at the 41. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Gain of 12.
Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. 11 yards there. First down.
49ers.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is born. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring. Garoppolo. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
The kickoff.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now James returning. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball...
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running out the block, yeah, I'm something like a lineback. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it?
How you like it?
I'm on purple, I'm on...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Here's Gurley now. Toss right. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
First down.
Here's Ryan. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, his defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Ryan. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down carry by Elliott. Oh, he shifts past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Now Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Lions pass.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. It was the safety, Darian Thompson, that time, who was able to break it up.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. I'll call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Dante Fowler.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 38-yard line.
The give is to Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
And Casey on the coverage.
Prescott down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Intercepted by the Falcons.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back into huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And a Falcon first down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. On first down, Elliott. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Prescott flushed out right. He stays on, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Grady Jarrett forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Eluding the pressure right. That one complete to Elliott. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Prescott from the gun. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Falcons. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Room here to run. And all the way down to the 37.
Get ready. Dominate him, boys. Dominate him.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it in a little bit different direction here because...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
First down.
On first down, it's Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now Ryan on second down. Complete to Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Elliott on first down, going to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Dallas, Texas is the spot, third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
The 20-yard line.
Here's Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
And a yard.
Rolling to his right. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Elliott a first down and more. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 32 yards. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
The score, Cowboys 7, Falcons 0. Greg Zuerlein, the kickoff for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And now here is another interception.
Let's get that swagger,
picked up by the
y'all.
linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Intercepted.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Brought him down. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
That's another Cowboys 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott.
Don't worry about
it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride and maybe a step.
Kick it and go, kick it and go.
never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need to win, who need to win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been a...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He's got a 1st down past the 30. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 83 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll throw from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It's taken on the 25. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Their own 43-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Gallup now on the end around. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
He was brought
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
First down, Dallas.
On first down, Elliott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on first down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, Elliott. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Blake Jarwin.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. But the Cowboys, they push out in front for... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Zerline to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Saints, nothing.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Here's Kamara trying to run for it.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Dontari Poe able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Well, now they'll try the end around. Fooled right there as that one is going to blow up in their faces. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down. One's adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for third. Now Prescott. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth.
Jenkins on the coverage.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Prescott to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But it's going to be second down.
Second and 10.
Breeze will try again on second down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. It's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Got him in. He finds Sanders. And they work this well up convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Everson Griffin, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Breeze now to throw. Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
The score, Cowboys 28, Saints nothing. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Down to the 35-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Breeze. That's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The tight end Josh Hill was the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Breeze to throw again. Almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32. And obviously well short of the 1st down. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Here's Harris to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The return. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see.
And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Here's Harris to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Saints take over first and 10. At their own.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
2nd down and 7. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Now Breeze wants the football, and the Cowboys have recovered. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
He's brought down at the.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Elliott. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First down, Dallas.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
The tackle made by.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A give to Elliott. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
The Cowboy ball.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Mario Davis.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Just shy of the.
Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. So with 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Because you're exactly right. The whole game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic? Yeah, I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one, and a 1st down. From midfield, here's Breeze. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Complete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Breeze again. And that will be incomplete. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? Seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown's going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and...
They go to Elliott again. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints 39. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
9-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. One final try here for Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Foxborough. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Devin McCourty on the...
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Well, that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
12. First down, Cowboys.
A first down carry by Elliott. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Right at midfield.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A design run for their wideout, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Prescott. And he'll have his man, that's Cooper. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
Now Elliott. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
To give to Ezekiel.
So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and pass some of this.
Into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Lining up for the point after.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught in the end zone. So how about that for a statement? They get 2 instead of 1 on the fake, and it's an 8-0 ball game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Demir Bird returning it. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 37. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. James White's first carry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down now, it's White. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
It's nothing.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. He hits White, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. First down, here's White. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Over 1st and 10.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal, getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Looking again that time for Amari Cooper. That'll bring up second down. Throwing, Prescott. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
On first down, Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
By Jason McCourty.
The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle.
2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Terrence Brooks with a pick, and he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for him. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry, 63 yards. And the Patriots move back within a couple of the lead. That big score all started with Cam being forced from the pocket, but when he's outside the pocket, it doesn't really bother him.
And part of that is the word you use, big, right? He bought extra time by moving outside of the pocket, which means receivers can get downfield farther, and Cam's got more than enough arm to find them, and we end up with a big play.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now it's Wilson. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Pass
Amari Cooper, 68 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
On the return, the Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Taken from about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easier for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Darian Thompson. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now this one complete on the slant route. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Patriots' 43-yard line.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
The ball carrier.
Seemed like Dak certainly made the right read there to hand it off to Zeke.
When you have those two in the backfield, Dak Prescott at quarterback, Ezekiel Elliott at running back, you've got a symbiotic, synergistic relationship that puts a lot of defenses in a lot of stress.
I got to tell you, I've never heard synergistic before, but I guess that works, right?
It does on this game.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Flush to his right. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown.
Complete to number 19.
3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Newton on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Dontari Poe able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Newton. That's complete to White. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 41-yard line.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
You know they pay
Picked by Darian Thompson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Intercepted by the
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown.
Amari Cooper.
Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys use the short field. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Short kick. Where the up middle take it now? They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Greg Zerline.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return, the Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Newton. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. Now a first down throw for Newton. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Throwing again is Newton. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Throwing here, Prescott. And that's Elliott. No, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
23-yard line.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. The give is to Elliott. And some room to work. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's.
And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible. On 1st and 10, Newton. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score, Cowboys 42.
I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. You picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis flash. If I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why these people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter. Someone put me out cause I'm on fire.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. The return man, Wilson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
over grind game, overtime's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag, copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me, all my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss, stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss, I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck, I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up, looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key, but contrary to belief.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Taken down by Bobby.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Ezekiel Elliott
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
At the 43-yard line.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Elliott. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Prescott now from the 50. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away. Out 9, meaning go. Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. On the ground, this is shot, Penny. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's tackled at
the run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Check.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Good for another Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Blake Jarwin.
A gain of 32 that time. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Ezekiel Elliott.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
At the 9-yard line.
This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them attack right here on this play.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Up 2nd and goal at the Seahawks 3-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try again with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown.
A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
The score, Cowboys 7, Seahawks nothing. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Play action. Now Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On second down, here's Penny. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. On third down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33. Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Penny, a first down carry. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A handoff to Penny. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Wilson on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Survive to kick off for Dallas.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Returnable for Dorsett. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Wilson. That's caught by Penny. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Leighton Vander Esch.
2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And they'll run it again with Penny. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Check 55, Mike. That's right, baby. Switch up.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back.
A turnover on downs.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
15. And the Cowboy first down.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Quinton Dunbar.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
For the Cowboy field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. Returnable for Dorsett. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle, a 2nd and 10 now. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Everson Griffin able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson to throw. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go on fourth with Wilson. Oh, and man is Gordon complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. And some room to roam now. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line. Officially, even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On second down, Wilson. And this one is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll make it third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
Results in a 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And this one is right down Broadway. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Intercepted. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot. And now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Kenny, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd and 8 coming up. Wilson. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. They had a little setback there on 1st down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To throw is Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 to score as they begin 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off. It made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup.
Cowboys.
Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Not much there, only a yard.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense, very happy with what you're doing.
Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Alton Robinson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again to Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
There on the tackle. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Dallas.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
What I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, hey, look at my dogs. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed it. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Kickoff for Baltimore.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Carry for Zeke Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
There on the stop.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. They find some open field here. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
The tackle made by Jalen Smith.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
That's good.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Prescott to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. That's good for 28 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Draw play, Elliott. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Prescott now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
13 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Ravens 7, Cowboys nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. A former 1st-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Flushed out right. Got it open then. It's Michael Gallup. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll throw again. Prescott trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Number 19.
Amari Cooper, 27 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Game at 7. Greg Zuerlein to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Returning it, Justice Hill. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On 2nd down, Ingram. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And now he'll tuck it and run. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 13.
This time, Jackson will throw it. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to fight defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a pickup of 3.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Prescott. And he fires one incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
On the tackle. 1st and goal, Dallas.
Now Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
And goal at the Ravens' 7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Prescott. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Prescott's pass intended for Amari Cooper.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, this from 33. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Ravens.
So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. The return man is Hill. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives.
And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Throwing, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st down, Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 14 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think, oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll give this one to Ingram to start things out. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram, and he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Everson Griffin.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. First down, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he'll be out of bounds runs about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.